Hey everybody, it has been a very long time since I filmed a video, so I'm probably going to be extremely rusty, but I thought today I would show you around my makeup collection and how I store it at uni. So on top of this cupboard thing, I've got my number 7 mirror which lights up, my light. In this part I've got smaller eye brushes and smaller concealer brushes, so I've got a mixture from Real Techniques, number 7, Zoeva and Urban Decay, and the little ones you get with the Maybelline, and Eco Tools. In this part I've got my larger eye makeup brushes, so all of these black ones are from You Spicy, which is a brand I found on Amazon and they were really good. There is also Zoeva, MAC, Sigma, and I think that's it in here. And then at the back I've got Sigma, Real Techniques, Eco Tools, Model Zone brushes, and they're more my big fat face brushes. And this shelf is also where I keep all my skincare, so I've got my Garnier Micellar Water, my moisturiser at the moment, which is the Pure Super Grape Day Cream, which I got in the M&S Advent Calendar, my Tweezerman tweezers, my face powder, my night cream, which is the Body Shop Vitamin E mask thing, which you're only meant to use twice a week, but I use every day, my Pixi Glow Tonic, which is almost dead, my Vichy SPF, my Cerazink, my Ren face mask. This is the Body Shop Soothing Serum Nutriganics, which is quite nice and light. I also keep my Urban Decay setting spray here, my Vitamin E eye cream, and also my Nuxe Rev de Mel lip balm, which this is dead and I've got another one underneath. So if we come down to this shelf here, this is where I keep my day-to-day like body and hair things. So I've got my spray deodorant, this Give Me Texture, which gives you a really light texture. I've got L'Oreal Elvive oil, which I've had for a couple of years, use it every time I wash my hair and it's still only down to there. My perfume of choice, which is Black Excess, it's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product, which is great, and I got that from America. My roll-on deodorant, which I swap between this one and one from Mitchum. My Collab Volume, which gives you a lot of volume. A backup micellar water, and then at the back here I've got a dry shampoo, all my bubbles and my clips, nail varnish remover, a dead deodorant and a backup deodorant, and the Got To Be hair stuff. So down here I've got my radio, which I got years and years ago. I've got my Tangle Teezer, I've got my back combing brush, which I got from Body Care. In this Chanel bag here is my nail varnish from Chanel, which my sister bought me for my birthday. Pot of moustache bleach, and this is where I keep my nails and my lippies. So back here I've got all my Kiko nail varnishes. I've got a Revlon one, my Mavala ridge filler, which doesn't really fill in ridges, but it's a nice base coat, an SC one. Then at the back here I've got my nail scissors, my 3 Revlon, all the stuff's rubbed off, you know, the Revlon thingies. Here we go. Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stains, and the matte ones. Got lip pencils here. My favourite one, for my favourite nudie one, is this one, which is the Lip Liner Couture by L'Oreal. I've got some Kiko ones and some Rimmel ones as well. I've got a Rimmel Apocalypse, which I've had for ages and I've only started liking it. I've got Stila lip glaze, which I got in that M&S advent calendar thing. Got a Topshop lip bullet, the NARS gift things that you got at Sephora, Gerard Cosmetics in Share, which is lovely. I wear that all the time. Then at the front here, I've got a selection on my lipsticks, but it's not all of them. Quite a lot of them seem to stay in my bags. So I've got a Diego de la Palma, which looks like this. I've got that in that M&S box. Quite a lot of the stuff that I've got came from that M&S box. Most of my lipsticks tend to be Rimmel. Here's a Kat Von D one, which I got as a free sample at Sephora when I was in America. I've got MAC's Politely Pink, which hasn't got a lid at the moment because it's on my Velvet Teddy in my bag. More Revlon. And then I've got my lash adhesives. Now if you come up top, this is where I keep my day-to-day makeup. So I've got my cotton pads, my cotton buds, I've got my Professional Benefit, I've got my Bobbi Brown BB cream, got my L'Oreal Infallible Matte, and my current foundation, which is the Revlon Colour Stay in Ivory, and I think it's the dry one instead of the oily one. Got my beauty blender, got two MAC Studio Finish concealers, one in NC15 and one in NC20. My Bobbi Brown corrector in a focus, Porcelain Peach. This is new, it's from NYX. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. The Taupe blusher, which uses contour. It's really good, but I cannot open the packaging without ruining my nail varnish, so I have to open it with my tweezers. I don't understand why. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Two Illamasqua eyeshadows, one in Justify and one in Heroine. Justify used to be the old colour I used to contour with, then they changed the colour to Heroine, I think. I've got my Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer, which I won. I've got my Mary Luminizer, my eyebrow product of choice from Anastasia. It's the Brow Wiz in dark brown. Two Collection 2000 concealers. My Kohl eyeliner, which is the Physicians Formula shimmer strips in black. It came as a trio and I'll show you the others in a second. The mascara that I'm using at the moment is the CoverGirl Hydrofuge Lash Blast Volume Waterproof, which is okay. I'm not sure how I feel about it at the moment. My Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, which I've got in a little travel set. My MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash, which I use for my bottom lashes, and it's amazing. A little travel size ink liner in Hemingway from Kat Von D. I don't quite like the nibs on the smaller ones compared to the bigger ones. This is the bigger one in Trooper. I think the nibs are really odd. This is the black ink liner in Trooper, the little one. And this is the blue one, which is a beautiful colour. Here is an MUA blusher in Lolly. I'm really trying to wear blusher at the moment to try and liven up my face. I've got my Urban Decay Primer Potion and my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, which is a yellow tone, compared to Painterly, which is pink. I've got my MAC Quad, which I use every day and I am completely obsessed with it. I've got, not sure on that one, Woodwinked, can't remember what that's called. And I think that's Blank Type. Oh, that's Omega. I think that might be Satin Taupe, I'm not sure. But I combine these two together to create my everyday really look. I'm trying to use these two palettes at the moment. So I've got the Revolution, oh, hi me, Ultra Eyeshadows in Matte, which if I can open it one-handed, I will show you. If we put that there. It's a selection of colours which don't run that dark, but they're really good neutrals. Underneath I've got my Z palette, which I wasn't expecting the Z palette itself to cost so much money, but it's really good. I keep all my Depotted Sleek eyeshadows on that side, and then I'll keep my 6 Makeup Geek eyeshadows. This eyeshadow by Makeup Geek, I don't know what it's called at the moment, but it's one of their duochromes and it's not very pigmented at all, so I'm quite disappointed considering I took loads of things out of my basket. And then in this drawer, which is the fun drawer, as you can see, this is where I keep all my overspilt eyeshadows. So if we start back here, I've got my Naked 1, my Naked 2 Basics, which I use all the time, but I'm trying to stop using it at the moment because I just use it too much. The Sleek palette that I didn't depot, which is my Ultra Mattes Volume 2, version 2. Oh, I can't open it. But basically it keeps all my Halloween colours in it, and it only comes out of Halloween. I've got 2 L'Oreal Quad Pros, which are great, and I need to start using them again, so I think I might put that on there. The Tarte palette, which is beautiful. I've got 7 Days of Shadow, a deluxe sample from Sephora, a 17 trio thing, a Wet n Wild palette, which I think is really nice in Silent Treatment, a L'Oreal eyeshadow in Quartz Fume, a L'Oreal Trio Quad thing in Beige Trench, 2 MUA shadows, so I've got this bluey one called Pearl, and I've got this well loved champagne colour called Pearl as well. Not really sure how that one's called Pearl, but whatever. Got a Stila palette, which I'm not sure about at the moment. I am trying to use it to see how I feel. I've got this Kiko palette. Oh, that one's easy to open. With all pink tones, which is beautiful. If I'm going for a pinky eye, not pinky, like burgundy. I've got 2 Maybelline gel liners. I've got a Natural Collection eyeshadow in Seashell. I've got my travel kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills, so I've got a tiny little dark brown Brow Wiz. I've got some tweezers, and that's where the clear brow gel used to sit. I've got 2 of the Berry M Dazzle Dusts. One's in I don't know, it's all scratched off. And this one is a Frosty White in 27, which is really nice. This one's a bit quite too yellow for me at the moment. I got these pigments recently from Makeup Geek. This one's Utopia, and this one's Afterglow. Both give a really nice sheen, but I tried to do a cut crease with Afterglow and it went all over the top of my eyes as well, so I need to figure out how to stop that. I've got 3 colour tattoos, one in Eternal Gold, one in Bad to the Bronze or On and On Bronze, and one in Metallic Pomegranate, and these are both beautiful. Got an Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Taupe, which is slightly too light for me, but it's alright to like etch out a shape if I'm doing something really dramatic. This tends to be where all my pencils live, so I've got a Colour Chameleon in Golden Quartz, glitter, the 2 other Physician Formulas pencils that came in the trio. Got a L'Oreal one which came with a mascara trio years ago. NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, which I think everyone has, which I only got a few months ago. A Kiko eye pencil, which isn't very good, and I don't think I've got anything else in there. And then finally I've got this browsing, yeah, in medium by Urban Decay. And then in my last drawer, it's down here, it's my overspill drawer. So I've got my Zoeva brush kit thing, the wrapper. I've got some sponges, which I tend to use when I do other people's makeup. I've got overspill lippy things. This, I brought the wrong Sephora lip cream and it's horrendously sticky. It's unpleasant. My Laura Mercier Silk Cream, the old formula, which makes me go bright orange. My Illamasqua Skin Base in white, which only tends to come out at Halloween. I bought in America this CoverGirl True Blend foundation, and it's horrendous. And I also don't get in America why they let you open any of the things, because I didn't realise at the time, but I had foundation all in the lid and it had been opened. A Nivea sunblock thing for your lips. Hoola bronzer by Benefit. The Master Sculpt. One massive thing for me is I love to contour because I've got a really fat face, so I love to put shape into it. A Sleek Face Contour Kit, which is nearly dead. A Revlon Photo Ready blusher, which is really bright, but you can blend it down really well. Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop, which I got in America, which is beautiful as well. This blusher called Bon Bon by MUA. I think I prefer peachier shades at the moment. A spare eyeshadow primer, another spare eyeshadow primer. The other mascara I got in America, which was the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. Yeah. And then here is all my lashes. So I tend to favour individual lashes. I've got a set of, I think they're the Fleur ones underneath, individuals. These Fleur lashes, they're the 3/4 length ones in Fleur Loves, and they are incredible. They're so easy to put on, you don't have to cut them. They're just brilliant. Another packet of Eyelures in just medium. And then I got these the other day. They're Primark individual lashes. They're only £1 and they perform pretty much identically to these. So yeah, I don't think when my Eyelure ones run out that I'll be using them anymore. I think I'll just swap to the Primark ones. So that, everybody, if you've stuck around to watch it, is my makeup collection. So I really hope you've enjoyed this. It's my first foray back into videoing, so you might see my face eventually at some point. I've used the camera, so it should be of nice quality. And yeah, so I'm working with what I've got at the moment in my room at uni. It's not the greatest, but it works for me at the moment. So this might change soon if I move home or I move somewhere else in Sheffield. So I hope you all have a lovely day, and thank you for persevering and watching this, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.